Hey folks, how we all doing? It's Thursday. It's been a while since I've seen you because I missed last week, didn't I? Because I don't think I was feeling very well. Get Robin is here. Hi Robin, how are you doing? What is new with you, Robin? Anything exciting been happening? I've got the lovely Simon. Yep, you handsome bastard. How's it hanging? Well, thank you very much. That's a very nice compliment. Um, yeah, all good. Been working today. It's my last day of the week, so it's always a Thursday evening's always a happy time, both because I'm live and I get to spend time with you lot, but also because it's my Friday. It's like my Friday evening. So yeah, no, I'm doing good. Um, Let's see, Deanne. Hi, Deanne. How are you? It says flannel day. Do you know this is it's a shirt that I just threw this on because, in fact, I'll show you my actual t-shirt because it's tarot-y. I'll stand. So my t-shirt is got a death tarot card on it, and I've got one. I was actually wearing. So I've got two of these. I got them at like a witch fair, maybe about a month back or something. Um, but I got a death one and I got a magician one. Uh, and this isn't an actual tarot deck, but I was talking to it's like a t-shirt stand at the witch fair. And I was like, these are really good. Like, would you make it into a tarot? Because I think they've got all the majors. So I was like, why don't you make it into a majors only deck or something? He was saying they were thinking about it and stuff. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. In fact, I wonder if I've still got their card in my wallet because I'm sure like folks in the UK would probably be able to order from them if they wanted to. Um, let's see. Um, so this is that's the name of the shop, Psycho, um, and that's their details. Right, I'll turn on the table camera actually and show you that because it'll pick it up better. So for anyone that wants to have a wee nosy and see if they can get t-shirts delivered to them, then check them out. And if one of my lovely mods wants to actually go and find them and then put a wee link, then that would be fantastic. But shopsaiku.com. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. Um, so yeah, you were only asking about my shirt, why am I? So yeah, I just threw this shirt on top of it because it was cold. That was where I was going with that. But as usual, I had to go off on a tangent and take 50,000 years to get to the point. Not that I would ever exaggerate. Told you a million times not to exaggerate. So yeah, flannel day. Hi Laurie, how are you? Sarah from Waterchild Tarot. Hi Sarah, it's lovely to see you. Let's see. Nice, love a fashion show, says Deanne. Simon says, I'm expecting the mother of all Friday feelings tomorrow. I'm almost 3 weeks off. Ugh, jammy bastard. Lucky you. Lucky you. I so I we get Monday and Tuesday off of each week this year because in Scotland we get the second working day of the year, so like the 2nd of January or whatever the equivalent is if it falls on a weekend. We get the two. So what I'm saying is like I think Christmas falls on a Sunday. So we get the Monday and the Tuesday off of each week. And because I don't work on a Friday, I would I'm just working on the Wednesday, Thursday in between. And I put them in to get them as holidays. So I would have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like I'd basically be off all the way through, and I wouldn't go back until that Wednesday. That follow the Wednesday, the one, two, three, fourth, would it be? Um, but there was too many people on my team that wanted it off. So I said I would work it so as everyone, because they were going to do names in a hat, and that way, like, ugh, anyway, I'm now working the Wednesday, Thursday in between, so it would have been nice to have that, that run right through off, but hey ho. Anyway, uh, Pamela, hi Pamela, hi Chris, and hi to Robin, Deanne, Simon, Laurie, and Sarah. Simon says, I'm so ready, Deanne. Oh, for your 3 weeks off. Yeah, I would be as well. I can't complain. I was off for 2 weeks last month when I was away on holiday, but I could be doing me another 3 weeks off. Um, Regina, Donna, hey everyone. Um, let's see. Robin says, heads up to anyone who's considering ordering the pocket edition of the Golden Art Nouveau. Just got it and it doesn't contain the gold foil embellishments, though it does come in a two-part linen box. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Deanne, that was great. We love a tangent. Also, the faces seem a bit squat, disproportionately squeezed, right? So maybe not done the best job of it then. Is that light annoying, by the way? See this? Is that like irritating? Trying to. That's maybe a bit better actually. There's not a big glaring light in the back. Um, Chris, you delightful dervish, you. Let me see. Where's my? It's getting old though, isn't it? I need to change it. I need to change it. So Regina, you well-oiled, fully convertible, sexy red Ferrari. I should change it every week. Oh my goodness, what have I just done? Oh, you're back. It's fine. Um, I love your death shirt. Yeah, I quite like it as well. It's maybe a wee bit graphic for like wearing in the office and stuff, but I'm keen on it. Robin says it's dinner time and I'm dying to order a pizza, but dreading the congestion as I've still got a cold. Probably a bad idea. Oh, we're getting pizza. We're getting Domino's on Saturday. My friend Robbie's coming over. Robbie, whom most of you know. Um, and most of you know because he comes in and says hi in the chats. We're going to watch, I'm hoping, Christmas movies. Um, Hopefully get some drinks, some cocktails on the go, and we're going to get pizza. So it's going to be a good night. I can't wait. Um, I'm kind of work lurking in case I miss any hellos. That's okay. Um, Donna from Artists and Oracles is here. Hi, Donna. Uh, let's see. I saw it in a tin with gold gilding on Amazon, Robin. I assumed it was a fake. The Golden Art Nouveau. My face is so red, and I snort laughed. um, in terms of stuff to chat about, it wasn't just a couple of weeks ago, it was before I went on holiday, so it was at the start of November, a month ago now then, yeah. Um, I started going through the Total Tarot decks, and I got about halfway. I got 6 out of the 11 that I have done. So I thought I would go through the other 5 with you. So feel free to join in, let me know what you think about them. Also feel free just to continue and chat amongst yourselves about whatever you want to chat about. We're coming up to Christmas, so if you want to chat about Christmas films and all that kind of thing, let's throw in a wee random Christmas question every now and then. So what is everyone's all-time favorite Christmas film? Um, what's your all-time favorite Christmas film? So answers in the chat. What's your favorite Christmas film? Um, I am now all decorated for Christmas. I've got my tree up. I did that on Sunday just past. Um, Luna has not tried to destroy the tree, which is really good because I was worried that she would just see it as a big thing to play with and try and climb on, which she's not. She tends to ignore it. I think it might be because it's beside the big window. I've got a big, massive kind of a bay window, and she loves to. She's transfixed with looking out the window because we're like this living room. Us right now, we are on like the first floor. Um, so my I've got a duplex flat and it's ground floor and first floor. So we're on the kind of a first floor, so you get perfect view out onto the big main road. Problem is, she thinks that this big main road is all her territory. So anytime she sees a bike, a car, another dog, a pedestrian, a bird, a wee robin redbreast, you name it, she'll start kind of a growling at it and barking. Um, like she's not a barky dog, but like in any other way. But when she sees people out this window, she barks, and I think that's why she's not demolished the Christmas tree. Anyway, I have the Christmas tree, and I also have these kind of lights, we USB lights that you plug in to your computer, and they go around my screen. Um, so yeah, I'm all decorated. My favourite Christmas film. That's a difficult one actually. I really like the Christmas Chronicles. The one where is it Kurt Russell that plays Santa? That's really good. Um, so yeah. Anyway, let me see. Let's see what you guys have said. Robin says, love watching old Christmas movies. Many of the black and white classics are on YouTube. Just watched The Bishop's Wife. It was lovely. That's nice. Love those films too, says Donna. Donna says, A Christmas Carol. So A Christmas Carol's your favourite. A Christmas Carol's really good as well. There's a new one that's out on, I think it was Netflix. Is it Netflix or Disney Plus? I think I was talking about it when I was last live. Um, or was I? Was I maybe talking about it in a team meeting in work? Anyway, I watched it and it was really good. So it is 2022, A Christmas Carol. Just the same old story, but it's good. Anyway, Sarah says about a boy, the Lion and Water, says Regina. My annual favourites are Christmas in Connecticut, White Christmas, and Desk Set. The Grinch Who Stole the Original Cartoon Version, says Donna. Um, Marita. I love The Little Drummer Boy, but also Miracle on 34th Street. Which one? Which is your favourite Miracle on 34th Street? Because have they not remade it a couple of times? And by the way, welcome. I don't think I've actually seen you here before, so if that's your first time here, then welcome. It's lovely to have you. Um, let's see. Orla's here. Hi, Orla. Evening all. Hope everyone is well. Been watching a lot of cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies and just watched a gay one, which was such a disappointment to see Jonathan Bennett kiss a boy in the last 10 seconds. Is it one of those ones? There's a in fact, we watched a Christmas film, a few weeks ago, and it was like the main character is gay. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was on Netflix. Um, it's the two best friends, and they, I think they're both gay, and um, you can tell that they're kind of both fancy each other. Do you know what I mean? Um, it's that kind of thing. Can't remember what it was called though. That's annoying. Memory's going in my old age. Which Christmas Carol? There are so many versions, yeah. I'll have to look for that version, Chris. There was a new Christmas Carol a couple of years ago, that I didn't like. It was very dark. Oh, okay. Um, the original version is best, says Marta. I've watched before, but not commented. Thank you for the welcome. I saw you in Simon's video. Oh, that's sweet. Um, Let me know how to pronounce your name, by the way. Or if I'm pronouncing it right, or if you don't mind, you can equally just let me know. But is it Marita? Um, my fave is the made-for-TV one with George C. Scott as Scrooge. Nice. Right, let's kick off these total tarot decks. So the first one, or well, not like this is in parts 14 to 15. You get this deck, and it is the seventh one in the series of decks that we're looking at. Oh, so it's got red borders. I should probably turn on the thingy light. It's going to make me look dead pale, but it'll make the cards look good, so it's fine. Um, let's see if we get title cards. So, if anyone wasn't here when I was doing this last time, this isn't going to be a detailed walkthrough or even a full flip through of all the cards. I'm I'm just showing some of the cards from each of the decks. We can have a wee look at each deck and see what we think, and spend maybe like 5 minutes or something looking at them. So these are the backs, quite interesting backs. Um, it's probably better to be honest because I've had a couple of comments on YouTube. I think when I hold the cards, my hand's not very steady. So I know it does make some people feel a wee bit queasy when I do that. So it's maybe better if I pop them on the table and then zoom right in so you can get a good look at them like that. Okay, so we have our full, they're obviously just numbered. We don't have an actual title. What is a strange looking magician? I'm doing it again, I'm holding it up. Force of habit. I don't really know what's happening there, to be honest. High Priestess. It looks very star-like. I don't know if it in the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, I think it is. I'm sure the star card looks similar to that, or maybe it's the moon card or something. Empress, Emperor. Um, let's look at the Hierophant. Does anyone have this deck, know this deck, particularly like or not like this deck? Anyone get any thoughts on it? Marita. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Um, we're partial to the 1938 version with Reginald Owen. The jokes still hit. Nice backs. I've debated getting this deck. Total Tarot does a pretty decent job of offering different versions than the mass market ones. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You only to excuse my hands, by the way. My hands are an absolute mess. So they are. It's just the cold weather. Um, let's see what's going on with the hanged one. There's the hanged man. Try to get the cards that people like to see. How could I not do the hermit? Well, this is weird, right? There's 9 and 10. I suppose he's casting a bit of a circle there. And you've got the light for the hermit, but it's just a strange hermit card, isn't it? So that's death. And I'm holding it up again. That 2 High Priestess card looks like that scene in Harry Potter with the Dementors by the lake in the woods. Um, Devil. Some wee guy with a big cloak, big cape. Tower's pretty cool. Oh dear. That looks like Pride Rock. Oh hey Robbie, I was just talking about you. I was saying to everyone that we're having a wee movie night on Saturday. Let's see, the star, the moon, the sun, judgment. Quite unusual. And that's the world. Again, that just, I don't know. The minors were getting the number and just a symbol for the suit. So Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, seems quite normal to a cupsy. The three doesn't really say Three of Cups to me, but four looks almost like the Five of Cups, really, doesn't it? She looks, or they look quite sad, and just with the rain coming down the way that it's coming down, I don't know. This feels a lot deeper and a lot more hard hitting than most Four of Cups is. Five. Let's skip some. Oh, bare bum. Look at that. He's got an alright bum. That is an odd looking Nine of Cups. It's beautiful, but I also have issues with curated art decks. There are always more than a few cards that don't work for me with respect to tarot meanings. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm 100% agree with you on that. I can deal with like one or two. In fact, I think one or two is actually quite healthy for me anyway, because I like a deck that challenges me and makes me think differently about certain cards. So I can deal with that. But see when a good chunk of the deck is doesn't ring true with me, I find it really hard to use, I'll be honest. So hang on, that was the courts, wasn't it? So right, okay. So you've got the kind of a oddly you've got the knight's helmet for the page, then we get the horse for the knight. Our knight of cups has a sword but no cup. Um Queen of Cups. Something freaky is going on there. Um King of Cups. Okay, let's fast forward, shall we? Four of coins. Putting the coins into his chest. Six of coins. You have a nun and a naked lady. I don't know what the significance of that is. Seven of coins, we've just got some trees. That. Oh, it's a very small girl. Slash princess slash queen. Eight, nine, 10 of coins. Um, let's see, all good things I hope, of course. Have you chosen the movies yet? As in that we're watching on Saturday? Oh, I'm freezing up here. You need to let me know, are we okay? Or are you hearing me? Are you seeing me okay? Because my picture is like framey. So let me know if you can still see and hear me. Um, yeah, that's annoying. Get the wands after the coins. And then let's skip forward and have a look at the swords. So Ace of Swords, two, fighting a dragon. That's quite cool. You look fine, Chris. Hear you okay? The picture was freezing up. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was seeing. I think it seems to have sorted itself now, though. We were just Sandy downstairs using big internets. 4, the 5, the 6 of Swords, 7, 8, like a moose or something. 9 of Swords. This naked lady keeps reappearing, doesn't she? And the 10 of Swords. Nice wee rainbow. Nice to see a positive 10 of Swords. And then we have our courts. Okay, that's the John. I want to say Bauer, John Bauer tarot. If anyone wants to see a detailed flip through slash walkthrough, then you can always let me know. I'm always happy to do walkthroughs as requests. I just don't tend to do them as standard unless I feel I've got something particular to share about a deck. Um, so yeah, let me catch up with the chat here. So Robin says, is Domino's the only pizza available in the UK? I've heard you guys rave over it, but it's definitely an acquired taste, not the best we have to offer over here. No, it's definitely not the only one, Robin. We have Pizza Hut. We have, oh gosh, help me out, guys. What else do we have? Papa John's, is that the other one? Um, yeah, we've got a few options, and then there's can't beat a good old Asda counter pizza. Um, let's see. I've seen some vids with the Domino's over there, and it looks better quality than the stuff that we get. All right, okay. Yeah, I do really enjoy a good Domino's, so I do. Let me change this to my face. Um, oh gosh, we're really kind of a lagging, aren't we? Going to message Sandy and see if he's doing crazy things with the internet. Um, anyway, yeah, I love Domino's. I always get the double decadence pizza. It's like kind of a two layers with like a nice cheese sauce in the middle. That's the base. The base is like two layers with cheese sauce in the middle, and then obviously you've got your toppings. I love it. Can't beat it. Orla says, I was really looking forward to this one, but was disappointed with the borders again. I will perhaps trim my copy and try again with it. It seems all the total tarots are going to have borders. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if that's just a standard thing that they do. Agree with you, Donna, about curated decks. At least they use the original artist's work in this one. I've eaten non-Domino's pizza in the UK, says Donna. This deck kind of reminds me of the Dulac and Rackham tarots. Not one that I've seen. It wasn't like back home in New York, though, if I'm honest. Um, Same vibe for sure. Without the borders, you wouldn't know which card is which. That's a good point because the numbers are on the borders. I suppose you could always kind of a write on it, couldn't you? Um, yeah, those decks are all in the same category for me, says Donna. Uh, recently got some. Marita says, I recently got the Revival Art First Edition. I think they're pretty good about it. Okay. Just been taking the side borders off the Total Tarot decks. Ah, okay. So Do you quite like your decks to be borderless, Orla? Is that a preference for you in most cases? Because I've not trimmed any of my total tarots. In terms of decks in general, I've trimmed some, um, but I definitely like it's not the norm for me. There's only certain decks that I've trimmed. Uh, but if it can work really nice on decks, so it can. Let's see. They're all fast food chain pizzas. You need some mom and pop places. Mm. I call it the Jack Bauer every time. Um, John Bauer, or Jack Bauer because he's 24. Um, did you enjoy the Total Tarot experience overall? I mean, it's been good so far, yeah. I've been quite lucky in that none of the decks that have come, like, I don't have any of them already. So that's pretty decent. Although someone was saying that one of the decks I got on holiday was the Dark Grimoire Tarot or the Tarot del Necronomicon because I got it in Gran Canaria. Apparently that's going to be one of the ones that's coming out in Total Tarot. So that'll be a duplicate. But hey ho. Um, oh, I've started everyone talking about pizza now. Really want Thai veggies right now, but don't have anything that I need for that. I don't like vegetables on pizza. You might not even be talking about pizza, but um, that's what I'm. When it comes to pizza, I'm a complete carnivore. Like the Meteor, I think is the one it's called, the one that I get, and it's like a barbecue based sauce with like meatballs, sausage, chorizo, bacon, chicken, like you name it, it's on there. But there's not a single vegetable in sight. Um, I don't know what it is. I'm not particularly against vegetables. I can eat them. Not my favorite thing, but I can eat them. But on a pizza, just no. I don't enjoy them at all. I don't know if there's anything like New York pizza, though I do love Chicago style, but it's more like biscuit though. Uh, I do zero deck modifications. Am I alone in this? Um, my my thing is still dead laggy. So it is. Seems to be coming in and out. I wonder what it is that's causing it. So if you can hear me okay, then it's not the biggest deal in the world. But if the audio starts being shit, then let me know, and we'll maybe just call it a night early. Um, Although the picture doing that is pretty annoying, isn't it? Um, we'll persevere and see how we go on. Don't mind me talking about food. I came back around during pizza. I came back around during pizza talk. Well, that's fine. I started talking about pizza because I'm getting pizza on Saturday. Um, right. Next Christmas related question. So we had the movie question. What about song? What's your favourite Christmas song? Your all-time favourite Christmas song? I think mine's is well. I've got a few. I've got All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York. That's a pretty good song. I love that. And I like playing that as well on the piano. That's one of the songs that I've tried to learn before. Um, but yeah, Chicago makes a respectable pie. I've never trimmed a deck, but I've written on them, says Marita. Yeah, not even about pizza. I've gone off the rails. I'm just hungry, says Diane. I remember you liking meat lovers. That's what we call it here. All right, meat lovers pizza. I like onions and mushrooms on a meat lovers pizza. There's no point trying to pretend that pizza is healthy by adding veg, says Donna. Yeah, too right. Um, it really depends on the deck. There are some that I really like border on and would never trim, says Orla. Right, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the same. Um, I suppose I like quite a lot of decks with borders on them. Deanne, I've only trimmed one, and I still haven't corner rounded it, but I love edging decks. Oh wow, what deck have you trimmed, Deanne? Or should I know that? I probably should know that, but tell me anyway, what deck is it that you've trimmed? Um, Favorite Christmas song is Carol of the Bells, says Robin. Right. The next deck is the Universal Celtic Tarot. This came with parts 16 and 17. Um, Title cards. So the backs are beautiful. Really, really nice. So you have the kind of a Triscal on the back, lovely shade of green, shades of green. Um, okay, I'm going to try and do this because I'm watching I know it's still laggy, but I'll try and do this so as you can see. So we've got our full, um, our magician is quite cool, bit darker than I tend to be used to magicians being, but high priestess, beautiful with with the moon in the background there. We've got our empress, again, really beautiful. And if you're not big on pregnant empresses, then maybe this is a deck for you. Although um, she is topless, so I know that's not for everyone. Um, Emperor, the Hierophant. We have a lovers where it's the choice element, which is quite cool. So more of a Marseille type lovers. Oh, and look, she's got a dagger in her hand. Do you see that? Um, let's see. Strength is 8. Hermit card. I don't know what it is that's causing the lag. Justice. So Hangman with the green man. I'll just stop holding them up. There's no need. Let's see. We've got death. That is that a raven or some sort of crow? It's beautiful. Um, Temperance. The devil's quite cool. So, star. The moon. Oh, that's pretty cool as well. I quite like this deck. Sun. Beautiful stag. Judgment. Some random guys swimming on a dolphin in the background. That's that's pretty strange. What's that all about? Um, the world. Again, really nice card. Let's see. So, favorite song is Christmas by Blues Traveller. Um, I do love corner rounding. I think I must be a frustrated railway ticket punching agent. Maybe that was what you did in a past life, Robin. That's funny. Um, Mine is lagging a wee bit, but there is a blizzard going on outside. Yeah, I mean, we've got pretty shit weather as well, but nothing nothing terrible, do you know what I mean? Nothing that should be causing this amount of disruption. But can I just check you can all still hear me fine? Like there's no delays or hiccups with the audio. Um, see, two of cups, three, four. So the minors do seem somewhat Smith-Waite-ish. Five, six, seven. Kill the dragon. Eight, nine. Right. If this doesn't improve, guys, I'm going to cut this live short after this deck because this is just it's I feel as though it's getting worse. Um, so no, it's no good. It's quite a nice Queen of Cups, isn't it? Pentacles. Uh, it's a Doreen Virtue one. Oh, the that you trimmed, right? Okay, the fairy tarot. Okay, I've got you. I know the one you mean. I made it square, but it's still pointy. Ah, okay. Um, Best Christmas song for me that I sob unashamedly at every year is Tim Minchin's "White Wine in the Sun." Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is my favourite. Oh Holy Night is this. Oh Holy Night, I love that all year round, so I do. I do really like that song. Um, see which version, Deanne. Mel Torm does a great one of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Yeah, which version? Sam Smith does a nice version of it actually. Oh Holy Night gives me shivers if it's done well. Yeah, I'm the same, Donna. So, Donna, who does it well for you? Um, like, tell me who it is that you like doing it. This is just ridiculous. This picture can't see an absolute thing. Right, let's skip. Oh, I quite like that Three of Wands. That's a nice card. I'm still waiting for the Three of Wands to appear on my screen. There we go. I like to look at the swords. Oops. The Ace of Swords is pretty cool. Um, Oops. Robin likes We Three Kings. I wonder if it's something to do with my OBS. Hmm. No, because OBS looks fine. We Three Kings, love them all. My mum loved Silent Night by Stevie Nicks. It's the only Stevie Nicks song that she liked. Oh, I quite like Stevie Nicks. Let's see, a Three of Swords. If anyone's interested in what that looks like. Um, Let me know. Let's see. If anyone's interested in some different holiday music than the usual, check out Pink Martini's album, Joy to the World. I love it. So the audio's fine, that's okay. I think I'm still gonna leave it after this deck, to be honest with you, because it's too annoying. Um, let's see. Seven of Swords with the green dragon's quite cool. Can hear you great. The video lags a bit, but can still see all the cards. Can you? See, user maybe seeing something different from me because for me it's just like there's no seeing me speaking at all. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I might as well just remove myself from the picture, actually. Let's see, face cam deactivate. Because I feel as though I'm just a moving head. Do you know what I mean? That Eight of Swords is quite cool. Can hear you. There's a lag, but we are getting weather here too. We aren't in blizzard territory though. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Jewel, Oh Holy Night is my favourite, says Diane. Um, Marita says, I love Do You Hear What I Hear? I'm still mourning the passing of Christine McVie. I loved her for decades, says Robin. Don't go, Chris, it's not annoying us. Um, I know, but it's. I feel as though I'm not really able to show the decks off particularly well, and it's too distracting and annoying for me to. Um, what I can, I mean, the lag isn't going to stop me from doing some readings actually, because the cards will stay on the table for a while. I will turn my face cam back on if he's like, because if it's not as bad for you than what it is for me, then it's probably fine. But I'm just seeing my face like doing weird things. Um, right, what we'll do then. So that was two. That was the John Boer Tarot and the Universal Celtic Tarot. I'm going to stop there with the Total Tarot decks. I'll do some readings. We can continue in chat and stuff. But I'll do some readings and I'll just maybe do readings for 10-15 minutes and then we can leave it there. So sorry to cut it short, guys. I know it's pretty shitty, but it's just getting too distracting. I'll use this Celtic Tarot actually to do the readings with. How about that? Your voice is a Christmas comfort. Maybe you'll do a Christmas Eve uh, recitation of the night before Christmas. Maybe. We'll just have to wait and find out. Um, let's see. Ella Fitzgerald does a great one. I think there needs to be a choir involved for it to be a favourite of mine. Right, okay. Doo-doo-doo. Can imagine it as a, yeah. Universal Celtic's up my alley. Do you usually do deck interviews when you're breaking in a new deck, Chris? Do you know, Orla, I used to, and I stopped because I was finding so most deck interviews you'll ask the deck what type of readings do you do, what type of readings are you good for, and Has it, I mean, to me, a deck is just a deck of cards. Do you know what I mean? The magic of a tarot reading comes from the the person. Do you know what I mean? The people that are interacting, the person who's giving the reading and the person who's getting the reading. Um, I personally don't believe that a deck of cards has like a personality and has its own preferences and stuff. But see, because I was doing that spread and I was saying, right, what type of readings are you good at? What type of readings do you like? And I was getting a card that would maybe mean like, all really logical, down to earth stuff. I was then, because I knew in my head that that's what I had got for that deck, I'm then finding it really difficult to read it, to use it to read for like for other stuff that's not what it said it was, if that makes sense. So I don't do them anymore for that reason because I feel as though they, in some weird way, I end up in my mind limiting the deck because of it. Um, but you know, never say never. So for now, no, I don't do them. If anyone has a question for me for the cards, then please pop it in the chat, and we'll get some readings on the go. Oops. No one's for that. Nope, no one's for that. I've got all these wands cards flying out. What does that mean? Let's say fire. Robin's got a wee question for us. Donna said first, once again, I need to ask if I'm alone. Um, I just open the box and start slinging cards with no preamble. Uh, what kind of good things can we all look forward to in the coming year? Asks Robin. So, what kind of good things can we all look forward to in 2023? Let's see what they've got for us. See again. Hopefully, you can see that okay. I'm so, I've still got reading. I didn't even realize that was still there. Right. Um. So let me just start this and this. We've got the Eight of Swords followed by the Queen of Cups and then the Empress. The first thing that that strikes me about these cards is, do you see how the Eight of Swords, it's all snow. The background is all snow, and then in the following two cards we're dealing with water. So I feel like this is talking about, so that it's the element of water, which for me talks about our connections with other people, connections to ourselves as well, but connections to people around about us, to the people that we care about, to our family, to our friends, you know, as well as how we interact with others. But with it showing like the snow melting, I feel as though barriers are potentially going to be brought down in 2023. Okay, usually the Eight of Swords is all about. Is it the eight? No, it's the five. It's the five. I beg your pardon. Excuse me. Sorry. It's not the Eight of Swords at all. It's the Five of Swords. But, you know, the Five of Swords we normally associate with some sort of clash, some sort of difficulty, defeat, conflict. difficult times, you know. It can also be like it can be cruelty and it can be warning you, be careful how you go about like achieving your goals, you know. Um, yeah, like just sometimes the what you're trying to achieve is honorable, but the method that you use to get there, it can sometimes be a wee bit, you need to look at it again. And that's can tend to be what the Five of Swords is all about. And because of that, it speaks. It's usually a card that talks about difficulty between people. All right, these emotional connections are usually suffering when we're looking at the Five of Swords. But then we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress coming in, and I feel as though they're just kind of melting some of that tension, bringing down those barriers. So the swords are coming away, the weapons are coming away, and then we've got the Queen's Cup there, which is a symbol of her emotions, her emotional self, of love, of connection to other people and connection to emotions. So I feel as though barriers are going to be brought down. I feel as though, tensions are going to be kind of eased off a wee bit. And I kind of feel like that this, because that was a really general question, right? So I feel like, relationships in general, people's relationships to each other and potentially to the environment as well. We've got the Empress there and the cards are very kind of environment based. So potentially um, we're going to be much better citizens on this earth, like humankind in general. We're going to be kind of a kinder to the environment, and we're maybe going to kind of make some good progress in terms of our goals about being greener and um, all of that lovely stuff. What else do we want to say from this? Um, the, so the Five of Swords, we start off with the kind of a main character is the main figure is looking away. He's got his back to us, and the Queen of Cups, she's facing towards us, but her eyes are closed. And then in the Empress, facing us, eyes are open, looking straight at us. She's as I said when I was flipping through, she's topless, so she's kind of made herself more vulnerable. Um, I just it's again, it's I keep saying barriers coming down, and I feel like it's a metaphor that's working on many levels. But it's just like we're making ourselves more vulnerable. We're kind of seeing each other, kind of as we are, um, and just connecting better to each other. I think, yeah, that is what I see in those cards in answer to your question. Um, So Robin says that's good news. That is, isn't it? That's nice news. Donna says, could I get a general reading for the first quarter of the new year? Of course you can. Donna for the first quarter. January, February, March. Okay, let's have a wee look then. Okay, so Queen of Swords crossed by the Knight of Wands, right, okay. I'm going to zoom out here actually because that would probably help. Donna, I feel as though in the first quarter of the new year, inside, you just want it's almost, it feels like you just want your space. You want your personal space. You want your peace and quiet. You know, you're kind of a feeling like you need to spend just to have a wee bit of hermit time, really. Your world around about you though doesn't really seem to be allowing that because you know the outer kind of a, so this is your inner self and your outer self is the Knight of Wands. So it feels like the world around about you is very, very demanding, and there's a lot being asked of you, and you're having to do a lot. You almost feel as though you're chasing your tail. Do you know what I mean? It's like a never-ending task. Um, Six of Cups is the kind of a, you know, your aim, your focus. It's what you're looking at. Ten of Pentacles is what's going on down below. So the Six of Cups, it tells me that you know your main thing that you want to get out of the first quarter of the year. It's almost like just that it's an emotional system reboot, is what I like to call the Six of Cups. So quite often we'll see this as the nostalgia card, but for me, the important part of it, the important part of the nostalgia of it is like it it's us remembering happy times from when we were younger, and it's just like kind of a after the Five of Cups, which can be quite a difficult time in our lives. It's just, you know, just a bit of a reset, and it's just about feeling better again, I think. So I don't know. Maybe let's see what the past card does. Justice, um, and the Four of Cups is coming up. So, I mean, justice is the, you know, the what's been kind of a leading into all of this. Just suggests to me that there's maybe been some kind of a just, I don't know if it's been like a legal situation or if it's just been some sort of um something that you've had to deal with, um, some kind of a cause and effect. So there's something that's happened and there was no getting around it. There was no two ways about it. You know, what happened was going to happen eventually, you know. But the thing about justice is it's not always, you know, it's not always kind. Justice can be quite cruel if it's not, um, you know, if there's not compassion in there as well. So see, like for me, justice isn't just about like social justice and legal justice and human justice. Justice talks about all of the kind of rules and regulations and stuff that we deal with in the world. It's like it's physics. It's the laws of not just humans, but laws of physics. Do you know what I mean? So um, when you like drop something, and I'm forgetting my picture's lagging, so you can't see what I'm trying to demonstrate here. But when you drop something, it falls down on the table. That's because of gravity. Like that's cause and effect. You drop it, it falls, it hits the table. That's all part of justice. So there's been some sort of event. It's kind of been inevitable, I guess. And it's maybe caused a bit of, you know, you maybe been left feeling right. Okay, I'm needing a wee bit of a, you know, like a holiday or just a wee boost. Um, we didn't talk about this. This is kind of a, like the down below card. This is like the, you know, the unconscious, or it's, you know, the what do I like to call it? Like the elephant in the room. You know, the thing that we're not perhaps not taking notice of. Um, the Ten of Pentacles for me is saying that, you know, your material situation, your home, your kind of a family, your security, the, you know, your safe space is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're always going to have that, and that's there for you to fall back on. Okay, so that's something to remember when you're kind of a, you know, if you're kind of a dealing with your difficulties and you're, you know, you're feeling like you need your space and you're wanting to kind of a just recuperate. Just remember that you've always got that safe space to fall back on. Four of Cups coming out in the future. I know we sometimes see the Four of Cups in a negative way, but given that we're trying to kind of get back to that kind of a, you know, that calmer, more happy place, the Four of Cups just says to me emotional security. Okay, fours are about security, cups are about emotions and connections and all that kind of thing. So emotional security. So we're going to get what it is that we're looking for. Okay, we're going to get that slightly kind of a calmer, get to that calmer place, that happier place, and from there, you know, you'll be able to push off from there. You know, that security of the fours is like a push off point. It's something that you can, use to take you to new places with the rest of the year. Um, so yeah, that's what I see in those cards. Indeed, my experience has been with the laws of physics. Well, I hope that that was in some way helpful. Um, so yeah, I feel at the start of the year's, it's about, I don't know if I want to say necessarily healing, but it's just about kind of just getting to that, finding your happy place. That's it, finding your happy place. Ah, you've always felt the Queen of Swords is your significator, so that's interesting that she came up and, in that first position. Um, let's see. Marita says, I've done a couple of interviews with interesting results, but I mostly just like to get to know the deck by doing readings. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm the same to be honest with you. Um, I can't do that at all. Sometimes I might sling a few to see if we're going to get along at first. Oh, I've had some lovely and interesting experiences with deck interviews, but I think you're right. You get to know a deck best the more readings you do with it. Yeah, that's true. Laurie says, I only heard about interviewing decks in the last couple of years. I did try it, but I think maybe they're better used for personal decks. Craving some peace. You're very welcome, Donna. I'm glad that. Well, I hope it was helpful. Right, guys. This lagging is not letting up. Um, so I'll probably call it an evening there. Well, let me draw a card for you for the weekend then. Let's do that at least. But yeah, I'll probably leave it there. Um, and hopefully we'll get better internet next week. Next week will be the 22nd, I think. Yeah. Okay, a card to send us into the weekend. It's Chariot. Okay, it's quite a cool Chariot card as well. Just hold it up for you. This chariot, it feels like this chariot card is actually a bit out of control, doesn't it? The horses are usually, I mean, for me, the lesson of the journey of the chariot is all about learning to control the two horses, in order to have the chariot driving forward and not being pulled apart. It doesn't feel like this guy's doing a very good job of that, to be honest. So maybe we need to kind of assess. And the two horses for me represent all of the stuff that we've got going on. The different aspects of ourself as well. We can look at it internally. It can be about the different aspects of ourself. Our desires and our kind of our the darker horse represents our base carnal desires, those kind of things, and the white horse represents our higher self, our desire to be good people and to do good and all that kind of a thing. We can also look at it more externally, on a more kind of a down to earth basis. The this kind of a dealing with the two horses can just be like dealing with life in general. All of the shit that life throws at us, we're trying to just juggle everything. And sometimes it feels like we're in control and that chariot is driving forward at a quick pace. Sometimes it feels a wee bit more like this, where um, the horses are almost, they're ready for breaking the chariot apart. Um, What's also interesting is he's come from, this looks like the sea behind him, or maybe it's grass actually. No, it's grass. I beg your pardon. So it's not the sea at all. um, but he's coming from different. He's moving from one kind of a terrain into another. So things are changing all around about us. So dealing with the changes that happen as well, and just try to maintain some aspect of control. I suppose, how can we help ourselves when we're in this kind of a situation? So if we feel that things are a bit manic and hectic this weekend, which, I mean, we're coming up for Christmas, so it may well feel like that. Excuse me. The ways that we can help ourselves. So if you start to feel a bit panicky and like things are getting out of control, first of all, stop and just kind of take your focus off of like whatever it is that you're, all the stuff you're trying to deal with. Focus on something like, look at what's on the table. Do you know what I mean? What color? Like name the colors of 7 things that are on the table, right? So green candle, um, kind of a pinky orangey earphones, clear see-through crystal ball, that kind of a thing. Take your focus away from it, okay? Do some breathing exercises, and just try and at least calm your body down. Once you've done that, the aim is to be in a better position to just look at the bigger picture and see things a wee bit more objectively. You know, are things actually as manic and hectic as they seem to be, or uh, am I getting to that state where I'm making things seem worse in my head? Do you know what I mean? Than what they are? Am I catastrophizing? Um, other things to consider are, right, okay, well, maybe things are quite hectic, but am I trying to do too much? Is there do I feel overwhelmed because I'm trying to do 10 things at once? So do I need to do all 10 of these things? Could I maybe, 5 of them, could they maybe wait? Can I just wait until after Christmas? And can I do these 5 things really well? Do you know what I mean? An example is like buying Christmas present for people, right? I can get quite overwhelmed because I've got a big family. Um, so I could be like, I could have this list of like nearly 20 people, thinking, oh my goodness, I need to buy for all these people. But then I tell myself, right, okay, I think about it. I know that I'm not going to see those people until after Christmas, probably after the new year. So why don't I wait and just kind of like get them their stuff, a wee bit later, maybe in the week between Christmas and New Year. That way I can focus on these people that I know I'm going to be seeing on Christmas Day or whatever it is. So that is it's an example of like just like what can go in the back burner for now, so as that I can focus on the smaller number of things and do them really well, and then come back to those things later and then do them really well, rather than trying to do too many things at once and doing a mediocre job of it all. Do you know what I mean? Um, so these are the things that the chariot says to me that I would think about if I feel like I'm in this kind of a hectic place. Um, anyway, I am going to love yous and leave yous. Let me just catch up on the comments before I do actually. Um, so Orla says wishing peace for Donna. Laurie says thanks, Chris. By the way, the November reading you did for me was spot on. Very busy, unexpected extras, and then I had to rest. Oh, right, okay. Well, I hope that I hope it wasn't very busy, unexpected extras. I hope that you're all right after it. Is I suppose is what I'm getting at. You know, I hope it wasn't too hectic to a point where it got a bit like this chariot did. you know, um, and I hope that the reading was kind of a helpful and that it kind of maybe felt a wee bit more prepared than what you would have done otherwise. 2023 is a tower/chariot year for me, and these are also my birth cards. Maybe I'll be renewed next year. Stu's gaming obsession. Stu, lovely to see you. I think I saw that you'd commented on something through the week. So yeah, welcome, a massive warm welcome. I am just about to sign off for the night though. Um, I've pulled the card for the weekend for everyone. We got the chariot. Um, Interestingly, it looks as though things are looking a wee bit better now, which is annoying. Um, but anyway, I say that and then it'll start going laggy again. Anyway, uh, yeah, long time lurker. Yeah, I thought I saw your comment. Well, thanks very much for popping in and saying hi there. It started lagging again. I knew that was going to happen. Welcome. It's lovely to see you, and hopefully, um, when things are working a wee bit better, you can pop in again and we can have a more of a chat, and I can maybe pull some cards for you. Um, Chariot for the weekend. Keep moving forward and watch your wheels don't fall off. Exactly. Precisimo. Okay, guys, thanks very much for being here. I'm sorry for the te sorry for the tech issues, let's put it that way. And yeah, have an amazing weekend. I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.